Hi, guys.
Hey.
Morning, Judge.
Hi, Judge. Same old. We're here on Miss Gillis.
Thought I had it open. I closed it. All right. So, Judge, she's one out of Pennsylvania for theft by deception, false impression.
False impression.
So, this one will be asking for no bond on the extradition because over the course of 6 times, she stole $780,000 from an elderly, and it shows from the hit that she's an international flight risk with a non-American passport.
Welcome back to another explosive day in Judge's Courtroom, where we're about to witness some of the most complex and emotionally charged cases you'll see. Today's docket is absolutely packed with cases that will leave you speechless. We've got an international theft case involving a new mother who allegedly stole $780,000 from an elderly person, and she's been denied access to a breast pump while in custody. Then there's a defendant with a prior intoxication assault conviction who's now pleading guilty to his second DWI and facing potential life in prison if he picks up another case. We'll see bond violations, drug test controversies, and a judge trying to navigate the impossible balance between public safety and basic human rights. But the most shocking moment? When we learn about a defendant who was arrested at gunpoint during a felony stop for what should have been a routine DWI. These cases will challenge everything you think you know about justice, compassion, and accountability. This is going to be intense. Let's get into it.
That's the first time I've heard that an international flight.
That's what it shows on the
Is
hit.
Interpol involved?
Well, so that's why I was surprised because this was a DHS referral. I was kind of surprised there wasn't a nice hit because she's not a citizen and it shows. So I don't know.
The bond?
Check.
I want a PR bond.
PR bond. Okay, so let's bring her out, please. Gillis, if you don't mind. Yeah. Joe, you want to talk to me while we wait? Ms. Gillis.
Yes.
Good morning. So your lawyer is asking for me to set you a bond. I don't know. I've never met you before, and I have about 5 minutes to get to know who you are, to see whether it would be right to set you a bond. I have no idea what you're charged with, but the problem is that you are an inherent flight risk because you're wanted out of another jurisdiction. There's a warrant in some other state, and we got you here. Michigan.
Your Honor, around October 31st, 2023, it's alleged out of Pennsylvania that this now defendant manipulated a bank to over 6 transactions, cause a total loss of $780,000 to an elderly individual from the retirement fund. There has been regarding the affidavit, when speaking with the complainant, states that the checks for the individual were mailed out to her name with the corresponding physical address. On notification from DHS, it shows that she is an international flight risk, and due to those factors, the state would be opposed to a bond for the extradition.
Why would the Department of Homeland Security say that she's an international flight risk?
I'm not sure. I can reach out to them, but obviously if I reach out to them, I can reach out to DHS and ask why. I only get the notification, and so I haven't spoken with an individual. But
What other criminal history does she have?
she does not have any others, just the 6 incidents arising from this affidavit.
I can clarify.
Please.
Possible. I believe they think she's an inherent flight risk because they arrested her at an airport on a connecting flight, which sounds terrible, doesn't it? You're thinking, oh, she's leaving the country.
Really? Was she headed out of the country?
No, really. She was going to Jamaica. She's from Jamaica. She comes back and forth for business. She's got an H1, H2B, something about H visa. And her father is a U.S. citizen. Here's the kicker, Judge. She gave birth January 30th of 2025.
Okay.
She's breastfeeding. So when our lovely county got her, they said, too bad, so sad. She's been in custody for 4 days. They've refused to give her access to a pump. She has asked for a heating pad to do it herself. They've only given it to her 2 times.
I mean, we'll see about. I'll reach
I
out
just
to
think
medical.
this is
Don't worry about that. I'll reach out to medical.
That is insane.
Yeah, I know
But
it sucks.
Like
And
6
that can
days
have
later, and I'm like, she was clearly arrested with her child. Okay, so it's not like she's lying. But I just think because of that, let's add some other things, because that by itself is like, oh, that sucks for you, right? But it's a 2B. It's not like she's a flight risk. It's not like she's a failure to appear. I get that it's like a theft by deception because of some bank mailing thing. She's never given an opportunity to go turn herself in. So I think that considering the fact she's never had an opportunity to turn herself in, this is not where she's just like running the country. She comes here back and forth. Her child is born here. Her father lives here. Connected with the fact that she has some problems going on now with her 1-month-old that she's going to have to figure out. I'm asking for a PR bond. I'm asking to give her a chance. We've already done her wrong.
Stop everything and listen to what just happened here. Ms. Gillis is accused of stealing $780,000 from an elderly person through 6 separate transactions, a serious financial crime that would normally result in no bond. But here's where this case takes a disturbing turn that reveals systemic failures in our justice system. This woman gave birth on January 30th, 2025, less than a month ago. She's breastfeeding. And when Harris County took her into custody, they refused to give her access to a breast pump for 4 days. For days, she asked for a heating pad to manually express milk, a basic medical necessity to prevent painful engorgement and potential infection. And they only gave it to her twice. This is cruel and unusual punishment before she's even been convicted of anything. The defense attorney calls it insane, and the judge immediately says she'll reach out to medical staff. This isn't about whether she committed the crime. That's for a trial to determine. This is about basic human rights and medical necessity. She was arrested with her infant child, proving she wasn't fleeing country. She has legal work visas and travels back and forth to Jamaica regularly for business. Her father is a U.S. citizen. This isn't a flight risk situation. This is a new mother being subjected to inhumane treatment while awaiting trial.
Before I give her a PR bond, I would like you to figure out why they're saying that.
With the international flight risk?
Yeah.
I'm more than willing to
Not only that, but you're telling me that she does this all the time? Let me
Do
see.
you go back and forth? You
Yes.
can tell the judge yourself.
I have a travel visa. I have a visiting visa for the US, which is a 10-year visa, and also have a H2 visa, which is a work visa. I worked in Utah. I worked in South Dakota, South Carolina, Massachusetts, Florida for the past 5 to 6 years, back and forth. And I also do
then she
extensions.
Prove all this.
Yes, I do. The county office do have my passport with my visa currently stamped in it.
So let's do this. Let's roll it to tomorrow, because I don't think wow, is it already 11:30?
Yes.
Holy moly.
So they do have it downstairs in the old gym.
Tomorrow, I want proof that she does all this international travel routinely, so we know that she's not just trying to take off.
No, sir.
And then I'd like you to reach out to them to see why is she international flight risk. Is it a 2B?
It is.
You know, I'd like to know how they justify saying that, right? Or do you just think because she's on a flight now? I don't know. That's why.
I'm perfectly willing to call. I'm just obviously aware making the call to DHS regarding the pending Pennsylvania charge. Yeah, I always got the trigger. So because she doesn't have an accident right now, but because she's on a visa in terms of what they decided to vote.
This is crazy.
So like I said, I'm willing
Then
to.
ICE is going to put a hold on her.
That's what I mean. It's like I'm
ICE is
willing.
going to do it regardless.
ICE has not put a hold.
No. If she's here with the proper documentation, they're not going to put a hit on her. If she's here with the visas, then there's no reason for her to put a hit.
Judge, they're deporting students nowadays, but hey, that's okay. All right. I'd like to put you on the email with medical about the breast pump. I find that outrageous.
Yes, I will help you with that. Don't worry.
This is judicial wisdom at work. The judge is being incredibly careful here, and for good reason. On paper, this looks like a massive financial fraud case. $780,000 stolen from an elderly person's retirement fund. That's devastating and serious. But the judge is also recognizing the human element. This is a new mother who's been subjected to inhumane treatment, who has legitimate work visas, who travels internationally for business regularly, and who was arrested at an airport on a connecting flight to Jamaica, not fleeing the country, but traveling to where she's from. The judge isn't rushing to judgment. Instead, she's doing what good judges do, gathering facts, asking questions, and demanding evidence. She wants proof of the international travel history. She wants to know why DHS flagged her as an international flight risk. She wants verification of the work visas. And she's absolutely appalled by the breast pump situation, calling it outrageous and promising to reach out to medical staff immediately. Notice how the defense attorney mentions that they're deporting students nowadays, a reference to the current immigration climate, where even people with legal status are at risk. This case is being continued until tomorrow, so the defense can provide documentation, and the prosecutor can clarify the flight risk designation. This is justice taking its time to get things right.
But I'm not prepared to set her a bond yet when with
Okay,
Mr. Kim saying the international, and then she's on a flight to Jamaica.
we'll get the proof. I'm gonna have to zoom in tomorrow though.
I do. The only thing is, they're way more expensive than it would be to just pay off what I owe the county.
I mean, how much does he owe? It's a theft by check.
$141 oh wait. So one check was written for $1,377.63, and then one was written for $141.13.
HEB?
The tax assessors, Harris County tax assessor.
Okay. I'll give you a lawyer today. That way you don't have to just start wasting a bunch of money. Do you mind appointing a lawyer?
Yes.
So I'll give you a lawyer here momentarily, okay?
I'll get on
Please.
this time a little bit.
Yeah.
Right this way.
Did you put an offer on the case?
There is no offer on the case
Do
yet.
you mind?
Yeah.
Please. Good morning, Mr. Wilson. Do you have a lawyer today?
She just reached back to me this morning, so she told me she's gonna contact me this evening when she get done with court.
Hired her?
I just got in touch with her. Like, I've been reaching out to her, but she just responded.
Okay. Do you want more time?
Yeah.
Okay. Head on over to Victoria, we'll give you more time. Are you ready?
I just sent you an email on that. Danielle? Yeah. We had addressed it before. Yeah, it was, you sent him to get a drug test on the first BVR. And then it came back positive for opioids, I think. And they said they wanted to send it to a lab. I provided a list of the medications. And then they submitted that second BVR with all that stuff and saying that he did provide his list of medications.
For who?
Janiel.
Oh, is it Montanel?
Yes. Yes.
Is it Montanel?
Yeah. Montanel's master.
Yeah, so we were waiting for the lab results to come back and they have come back. They have,
We knew there was a presumptive positive.
is that for something came back?
She's testing positive for alcohol, though, right?
No. Just opioids. It's a he.
Oh. I was thinking someone else. So one of those that she's taking tests positive for,
I think several of them do. And just a presumptive look at it, when I first looked at it, it was the antipsychotic ones that would give false tests, as far as that's concerned.
is there no one at pretrial that can address
None of
this?
us that go.
Not you guys, I know you, but there's no, like,
No, we would have to, not even our drug technicians. I reached out to my supervisor regarding it. And to confirm that, we'd have to get someone who's certified or someone from Abraham.
okay, I'll speak to you now then. Let me reply to all you guys and then I'm gonna bring someone else in as well. Let's see. So I'll send this email and we'll just stay in touch and then we'll see what they say.
Okay.
I'm gonna reach out to the higher ups to see, hey, do we have any, I mean, I can't believe that we don't have anyone that would be able to.
To say one way or the other.
Right,
Yeah.
you know?
I'm trying to pull up the picture I have, but it won't pull up for some reason. But yeah, there are I think one or two of the medications that he takes can give presumptive false positives.
If that's the case, then of course we're not gonna dig in.
Right.
See,
Okay. So do you want to leave them off for Friday or do we want to just hold off?
let's hold off on
Okay.
the original date for now. Let me see what.
See what they come. Okay. All right. Sounds good.
She's already. She can handle. Hi. How's it
Happy
going?
Monday?
Yeah. Apparently you sent my client to go pee somewhere.
She don't like to go
I
on
didn't want to
call.
be crass, but that's the fact.
No results of that, Judge. She hasn't provided a sample yet.
We've had a lot of history with her.
I saw that. I got emails on Friday about it.
Had, quite a bit of history.
Third bond violation. I saw that. Do you want me to recite it out of my memory?
That, we've had quite a bit of history. Does she not have a prior case with us too? Is this,
21. I don't think she does.
No, it's just this
is
case.
this still an issue with a boyfriend and?
There is a boyfriend in the car, and the really interesting thing about this is like the police officers did a full felony stop on a DWI with guns drawn, making them get out. It's kind of weird.
Capital?
It was really strange. I'm watching it going like,
Capital DWI?
that's what it was. course, it was like precinct 4-ish. Everything up there could be a capital in their minds, you know? And so I don't know what you want to do with this judge.
Just don't want her using, that's it.
I get you.
That's all I want. I want to ensure that she's not. So,
Judge, and then also we have the ignition interlock that she's not driving, so we're not monitoring her. By any means, because she had the portable at first, we had portable violations, so then she was revoked. Then she provided proof that she had gotten her vehicle fixed, so we swapped her over to the ignition interlock. The ignition interlock is not being used.
Let's pause here because what just got described is absolutely bizarre and potentially problematic police behavior. This defendant has a DWI case with multiple bond violations. That part is straightforward. But here's what's shocking. The police conducted a full felony stop with guns drawn for what should have been a routine DWI arrest. A felony stop is a highest risk vehicle stop procedure, typically reserved for armed robbery suspects, kidnapping cases, or situations where officers have reason to believe the occupants are armed and dangerous. Officers take cover behind their vehicles, draw their weapons, and order occupants out at gunpoint. And they did this for a DWI. The defense attorney is watching the body camera footage and describing it as really strange and kind of weird. Even the judge seems surprised. The attorney notes this happened in Precinct 4, adding sarcastically that everything up there could be a capital offense in their minds. This raises serious questions about proportional response and whether this defendant's civil rights were violated. Was there additional information suggesting danger, or did officers overreact? The defendant is on her third bond violation and hasn't been using her court-ordered ignition interlock device, so there are legitimate compliance issues. But a guns-drawn felony stop seems like massive overkill for a DWI case.
so let's see how it goes today. And then I'm gonna random her again. So, if she tests positive, then we'll see. I don't know.
I mean, do you want me to wait? I'm perfectly willing to do that.
Oh, and then I'll get a hold of you. Or you know what? I don't have your new number. Do you mind?
Yes. Give me my new work number. My old number is still the same.
Oh, is it really? Then hold on.
You have it for sure.
Yeah, I know. If it's the same one, then don't worry about it.
Yeah, it's the same.
5-6.
I don't give that out to anybody. That's me. That is me.
Okay, so I'll text you. And then
But do you want me to come back if there's an issue?
you can always Zoom.
Huh? Okay,
Zoom.
perfect. I'm gonna go straight to my office.
Oh, hi, Joe. How are you?
I was asked by according to Courtroom Espinosa. This is on the docket, DWI case, clients here. We are still waiting to hear about whether PTI is going to be approved on this.
Everything's in, Judge. We're just waiting to hear back about the approval.
Okay. I guess let's give it a week, Joe.
Okay, sir.
If it's approved, I'll waive, and then we'll sit you off like a couple weeks for you guys to get the contract, get the, portable and all that jazz. If it's denied, it's got to be here so it's.
Okay. Well,
Yeah.
thank you.
Okay, for sure. Have fun. Ready?
Good morning, Your Honor.
Yeah.
What's up? I am here on Mr. Mark Gurley's case, who's on docket today, Judge, Gurley. And initially, I'll wait till you find it, Your Honor.
Thanks. Gurley.
Yes, sir.
Okay, I see it.
So initially, I had brought up some concerns that I had with the accuracy of the DIMS report and accuracy of the information that was being alleged within the four corners of the probable cause hearing information, I guess. And so you had set this.
As far as probable cause?
Right, yeah, as
You
far as
want to redo probable cause?
well, we had heard probable cause, and within the four corners of the DIMS, you had found that there was probable cause for the case to continue. But the issue that I had,
Want to do it again?
well, I mean, I'm just kind of bringing you up to speed again, Your Honor, because I know it's been a few weeks. So the issue that I had raised at that time was I did not believe that that was accurate. The state had conveyed videos to us about, what the officer had seen from the dash camera perspective. And so I had issues with the accuracy of what was contained within the DIMS. I've spoken to the state this morning, and she said that she's reaching out to the police officer to find out, I guess his side of the story is my understanding. I don't want to speak for the state.
I've watched the camera footage. I just want to speak to the officer before we make any decisions on the case.
The issue.
The issue is that from what I can see, I don't want to get into the facts of the case right now in front of you, Judge, too much, but,
Then don't.
right.
Then don't. Just do what you need to do.
Right.
You want, I mean, it's only 25 days old. You want-
Sure.
I just emailed him today. Yeah. I think a
Set it up
regular
for a
read.
week.
Yeah.
Is
Sure.
that-
It's a very new case. If I can get maybe a couple of weeks, Judge, I've got.
I mean, you can have as much as you want.
Sure.
It's up to you.
Yes, sir.
I guess if you just set it, if you need me to do another probable cause hearing, I'm happy to do it.
Sure.
If there's something that has come to your attention that's not right in the DIMS, I'm happy to hear it and we'll redo probable cause. I'm happy to do it at any time.
And maybe the state's conversation with the officer will clarify all of this and then.
Yeah, absolutely.
All
Okay,
right. All right. Thank you.
I'll grant it for you.
Thank you, Rob.
Okay.
Excuse me. Thank you.
This legal discussion reveals one of the most terrifying aspects of Texas DWI law: how prior convictions can create a domino effect that leads to life in prison. Mr. Torres has a prior intoxication assault conviction where someone was seriously injured. He received 10 years in prison, probated for 10 years, meaning he served his sentence on probation rather than behind bars. Now he's pleading guilty to DWI second, which is a misdemeanor. But here's where it gets scary. If he picks up another DWI, just one more, it automatically becomes a third-degree felony with a punishment range of 2 to 10 years in the penitentiary. And the judge is asking the prosecutor a critical question. Can that prior intoxication assault felony conviction be used to enhance his punishment even further if he picks up a third DWI? The answer isn't entirely clear, but the possibility exists that he could be looking at 15 years to life. Think about that progression. First offense, intoxication assault where he hurt someone. Second offense, DWI. Third offense, potentially life in prison. The judge is trying to make Mr. Torres understand the catastrophic consequences of drinking and driving one more time. She asked the most haunting question. What's it going to take? A death. Because statistically, that's where the trajectory leads.
Hi, Judge. How are you?
Ah,
Good to see you,
it's been
Chloe.
such a long time.
I know, I'm back.
What's new?
I had
Thanks for the warning.
kids. How are your kids?
And maintenance.
How old now? How old?
14,
Oh.
12, 9, 3.
There's 12 or 14 girls?
Well, a boy and a girl. We put them to work.
A real girl?
Girl.
God bless you in every way there is.
She's great.
Your life.
I love it. I'd have more if I had money.
Real girl, it's just you and.
She's so sweet. Great.
We've been there. We were 12-year-old, 13-year-old girls.
Those was rough for 12.
They're hard.
It's okay.
They come out of it.
Yeah. You can't just give it time patience, you know?
I have Miss Cookman, who's not on your docket.
Okay.
She was here on Friday and she's hired me on a DWI and she has 2 trips planned and she has to do UAs. One is out of the country, one is not. How do you handle that?
So typically, if they're out, we have them, if they're in the United States, we have them go to like a quest wherever they are.
Okay.
They get called on to do
Okay.
this. Get the results to you, get to us, we're happy.
Okay.
If they're out of the country, how long?
She'll be out of the country for 5 days.
So
Puerto Rico?
let her know,
Yes, or her.
let her know not to use. She's going to get tested as soon as she gets back,
Okay.
just so that she knows.
Okay. Okay.
So
Perfect.
just let Alicia know about the dates so that for the out of country ones, so they know not to call.
Okay.
And
Perfect.
then, yeah,
Will
that's
do.
it.
Thank you.
Okay.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Have fun. Hi, Shreya.
2-5.
I'm just here for Mario. He's got Christopher Torres, who is surrendering himself today. I believe papers are filed and everything. But he had, and I'm a little unclear on the details because I wasn't here, but he had brought an AA log that I believe you were gonna, if he had shown you.
Well, no. I said be creative with what, and I would consider waiving
Sure.
the fee.
And so he's given me an AA log. All right, give it to the court all the time. See it's going on. He'd gone almost every day. There were some wildfires that he had to be evacuated from. So that's the only day or a couple of days he missed. Torres and Mario's off picking a jury across the street. Otherwise, he'd be here himself.
The reason I had the problem is because he has a prior intox assault where there's like, and now we have another second.
Understood.
So that's the problem I had. And I was hoping more than just 11 just classes.
I understand.
Okay, here, let me give that back to you. Christopher Torres, come up. So, Mr. Venus, correct me if I'm wrong.
Sure. Yes, Judge. Yes, sir. Be as much of a help as I can.
On a sentence of 10 years in prison, probated for 10, can that be used on a third degree to enhance to a 15 to life?
If the probation is successfully completed, no, for enhancement purposes. It could be for jurisdictional purposes, to make under 4904 or whatever it is, to make it would count as a previous conviction for those purposes, just like an assault family member, even a deferred adjudication would count to make a second.
My curiosity stems from because with his intox assault, he was sentenced to 10 years, probated for 10 years, and it looks like he may have completed it successfully, but it's still a felony conviction, right?
Correct, but it's not, you can't use it to enhance punishment ranges, essentially. It could be a jurisdictional paragraph, but not an enhancement paragraph, if that makes sense.
My concern, Mr. Torres, is you're now pleading guilty to this DWI second. The problem is that if you pick up another DWI, from now on, you're facing a third degree felony. You're looking at 2 to 10 in the penitentiary. And I don't know if they can use that intox assault conviction to enhance you to an even further penalty, a further consequence. I mean, that's why I'm asking you. I don't know. I know misdemeanors, but the problem is that with a felony conviction, they can use it to enhance punishment. Perhaps it's a 15 to life next time you pick up another DWI.
And here's where the judge delivers the most sobering statistic that puts everything into perspective. This weekend alone, 3 people died on our roads. This weekend, 3 people died. Let that sink in. 3 families destroyed. 3 lives cut short. 3 funerals that could have been prevented. All in one weekend. All because someone made a decision to get behind the wheel while impaired. The judge's frustration is palpable. It's not hard. Just don't get into a car. And she's absolutely right. In the age of Uber, Lyft taxis, and friends with phones, there's literally no excuse for drinking and driving. None. Zero. Mr. Torres is being sentenced to 50 days in jail with credit for 2 days served, and his license is being suspended for 1 year. But more importantly, he's being put on notice that if he ever gets pulled over again with even the faintest smell of alcohol, he'll be charged with felony and facing serious prison time. The judge waives the court fees because he's going into custody immediately, a small mercy. But the message is clear. The next time you drink and drive, you might kill someone. And if you do, there's no coming back from that. You'll spend decades in prison, and someone's family will spend decades grieving. Is that worth it? The judge is begging him to answer that question honestly.
I don't know, but do you want to take that risk? That's the problem. I mean, imagine all this that you've suffered now, and we're here yet again. What's it going to take? A death? Well, I know you say no. Everybody says no. If I had one strand of hair for every time, I'd have a nice looking head of hair. You're facing up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. What are we doing?
Oh, let me get a
You're to this agreement. You give up the right to a trial, right to compel witnesses to testify on your behalf, confront and cross-examine your accusers. If you're not a citizen, there are possible immigration consequences. You can be deported, excluded from the country, denied naturalization under federal law, and you give up the right to appeal. Once you accept this agreement, it will go on your record. It will be there forever. And I'm telling you now, your record, it's not a good thing. You get pulled over, even with the faintest smell of alcohol, you're going to be charged with a felony. Do you understand? I wouldn't, even if you've had a sip of alcohol, I wouldn't get into a car. So he goes in today?
Yes, sir.
All right. I'm going to waive the fee because you're going into jail now. So I'm not going to tack it on. But stop. Don't kill someone. This weekend alone, 3 people died on our roads this weekend. This weekend, 3 people died. It's not hard. Just don't get into a car. How do you plead to the offense? Guilty or not guilty? I'm going to find you guilty, sentence you to 50 days in jail. I'll give you credit for the 2 days that you've done. I'm going to suspend your license for 1 year. do not drive until you get a license, and then we'll take him into custody now, and I'm gonna roll.
And that brings us to the end of another emotionally complex day in this courtroom, where we've witnessed a full spectrum of justice, from compassion to consequences, from system failures to life or death warnings. We started with Ms. Gillis, a new mother accused of stealing $780,000 who was denied basic medical care while in custody, a shocking example of how the system can fail even before someone is convicted. We saw the bizarre case of a defendant subjected to a guns-drawn felony stop for a DWI, raising serious questions about proportional police response. And we ended with Mr. Torres, a man with a prior intoxication assault conviction, who's now one more DWI away from potentially spending the rest of his life in prison. The judge's final warning echoed throughout the courtroom. 3 people died on the roads just this past weekend. 3 preventable deaths. 3 families destroyed forever. The message from today's cases is crystal clear. The justice system will show compassion when appropriate, but it will not tolerate behavior that endangers innocent lives. Drink and drive, and you're not just risking your own freedom, you're risking someone else's life. If you found today's cases as powerful and thought-provoking as we did, make sure to smash that like button. Drop your thoughts in the comments about which case impacted you most, and don't forget to subscribe for more raw, unfiltered courtroom content. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.